Alrighty. Welcome. It does not mean it name. I think there's something about hotkeys here. Hang on. Oh, hotkey focus behavior, never. Yeah, so why aren't they working? I don't know. Filters, add VS2 plugin. Okay, what plugins do I have available? None. Steam, never. See if this launches on the right monitor. Probably won't now that I've changed it. No. Does this work? Oh yeah? It's not Christmas time anymore, so let's... They're all Christmas themed. Oh, hang on, why is the audio not being captured? Does that work? Oh yeah, that works. Dark Morkite, more Morkite when mining. I'm not getting Morkite. It's no point.
I always feel bad when I forget to tip you, Lloyd.
Oops. 280p, good.
Scanners have picked up a prolific dreadnought recruiting cluster, so we're sending you in to take care of it ASAP. Take those big bastards out before they force us to shut down operations in the area. And try to make it back with most of your limbs still attached.
It's picking up my keyboard, isn't it?
Bosco, find it.
Oh, hang on. Let's turn the volume up. Just a little bit. Oops, just hang on.
Ready to use. Molly, over here! Oh, it's not great! We get back, it's sandwiched.
That's all the goal.
Watch and learn! Team Rock seriously needs to invest in some better equipment. I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living. Help me with the minerals.
What was that? Oh, this is just a casual crack just forming behind me, okay.
Help me mine this. See you later!
Wait, is that all I picked up? Surely I pick up more than that. Is it falling down the crack, is it? Probably. 3 lots of magnite. Bullshit. Oh, there's...
Rocket! Yeah! Sweet!
There's some, yeah. Oh, okay, that's better. That's like the majority of it.
I call for the mule. Mine it. I can't carry anymore.
Yeah.
the one. Like that. God damn it, there's a pebble in my boot.
Let's go. Is that where I'll die out? Let's see, it's up here. Can't see. There.
Go fetch. Blow it up, Marco! Fine. Bum ba bum. Right there.
Jeez, that's far away. Is that just ice? And the last room. Gotta get up there somehow. Is it up here? It's up there.
Bosco, find it.
Actually, cancel. No, that didn't work.
Platform.
Yeah, it didn't work. Well,
Platform up.
none of it landed on there either.
Platform 3.
Whoa. box are just carefully hanging out next to me? Okay.
Access provided. Don't get fuel.
That's a bad idea. Hello.
Hello?
How's it going?
Just getting back to, where was that in the back corners after fixing the other bug?
Oh yeah, I'm just randomly trying out this OBS plugin. It's like not working.
USD device?
OBS.
Oh, OBS.
Supply pod requisitions. Launching now.
Oh, live streaming software. Going from other.
Yeah, I've heard of it. What does it connect to?
Just outputs to like the old Flash player, RTMP or something, streaming service which everyone uses, like Twitch and YouTube.
Okay, so you can just stream to whatever website supports it?
Yeah. It also has a V2L, what is it? Video for Linux output system as well, so you can also output to other video players on your computer, but it's not as good as just native support.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
I wanted to show you,
Ooh.
I'm just doing the PuppyGC code. So,
Give me a sec, I'm just trying to kill a boss.
okay,
Like alt tab while when you called me.
about to stick a pizza in the oven.
This is a weak spot. That sucked. He refused to move and it was like his weak spot was against the wall so I couldn't get an angle on him. Oh yes, got him.
Boy. Getting supply.
Say again?
I just killed the boss.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You can probably watch it on my YouTube channel as well. Because it's running at 60 FPS. I think I put a link in the Discord, the channel earlier.
Sweet.
It'd be great if if Matrix gets the conference call stuff working.
Yeah.
Didn't learn.
There's
More ammo.
Discord's definitely a few steps ahead on that. Especially because it's optimized for gaming, so this the first
I
thing
guess
they had to add is the video chat.
I guess we do have voice chat though working in the conference, so all I really have to do is stream my cut my screen somehow.
Yeah. How do I get out of this hole? Yeah, okay, out of the hole. I guess you could always just stream to YouTube, I guess. Don't know.
Players charging.
Delay doesn't seem too bad. I know there's a few people that program Linux and stuff on YouTube. Or Twitch.
Maybe another night I want to get the backburner stuff done.
Obviously it's a bit different when you're streaming to a public service. But you can set YouTube to unlisted, so there's that going for it.
Yeah, that would
Ready to go
work.
for a cold brew right now.
Yeah.
Help me mind this.
Where it came from? I think it might be. Yes. Let's take it up there.
That's right, mate. I'm in panic.
Yeah, I'm so having a think about that bug I had. Don't know if I'm sure, know how to debug something like that.
Yeah, that's a strange one.
It definitely feels like it might be related to some of the settings not being saved and whatnot. Bug. Hang on, can I share my video now? Apparently Matrix doesn't think I've got a video device, so that sucks.
Players ain't ready.
I wonder, can I share my OBS session? I need to go out of full screen. Here we go. Application window. OBS. I wonder what the performance would be on that. Oops, that was a bad idea. You can kind of partially watch me play the game on OBS. Oh yeah, that looks like it's capturing a lot better. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I used Alt Tab, I see. sharing several different video streams at once. Oh yeah, it's starting to chug now. Oh, I need to kill these 2 other bosses, and then I had to pick a mission with 3 boss kills.
Sweet. Not ready. There's recharging.
Like on that way, right? What's kind of cool, this the snow levels and this have permafrost and not dirt. So it's like frozen dirt with different sound effect when you hit it. Different sound effects and textures, I guess.
Platform. Platform up. Go fetch.
It's probably one of the better levels with its dynamic lighting. Oh. I'll be looking forward to those back pointers.
So I'm working on.
I think it took like 10 or 20 minutes for it to scan through the entire, for the predicator to run. Yeah, the, what do you call it, predicator? Is that the word? Yeah.
Predicate.
Predicate, that's the word. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten slower at B-tree scanning than we used to be, because B-tree iterator is a lot more heavyweight. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot more code in the iterators for like snapshots, and they're just more general and better, handle all the edge cases better, but
Definitely a little bit slower.
yeah, at least on the scanning.
Yeah, because when you said the race, I was like, oh, well, there's definitely on. I was thinking if there is a race, then you're looking at like 10 minutes is a long time to create one.
I'll beat your record this
But
time. Just one.
it's obviously doing, as you said, it doesn't relate to my system, but it, or at least maybe there's another race going on or something. Not that my system's even doing much. Just a lot of copy GC spinning. Oh, that was a bad idea.
A lot of allocator stuff is going to get easier to
Access provided.
debug. Like anytime we make the structure more like referential, like fill in the references from between different structures, then it's easier to debug and see when what exactly went off. Like if a bucket sector count is off,
Get to work.
and you don't know which extent wasn't counted or was double counted or whatever.
Yeah.
With back pointers, you can just check all that every back pointer has a matching extant, and that every extant has a matching back pointer, and then we're basically done.
That's it. Back school.
Yeah, and so that's also a performance optimization. Is that like kind of like how a list you can't really look backwards on? Like, or is it something else? Because I remember when you originally mentioned back pointers in relation to copy GC being slower, but I don't know how it improves the performance other than like my idea of like what a back pointer might do in a list.
Oh, okay. So, well, let's start from the beginning then.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, you're gonna have to finish your game. You're gonna watch what I'm doing.
Alright. I wonder if I can pause this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that works.
So there's struct BCH back pointer.
I'll just...
And so did I merge BCH alloc v4? Yeah, I did. So the BCH alloc v4, I don't know if I'm going to use that. It used to be alloc keys had stored all the fields as variable length integers. I got rid of that because now they include an array of back pointers. So we need to be able to update that array of back pointers without like doing a big like encode decode step. And
Okay.
it's just for each key that describes a bucket, instead of just having sector counts, we'll have a description of what the key is that points to it. B-tree ID, level, data type.
Oh, okay, so they're like... So it's not really
Offset
like,
the
it's not like a
And-
doubly linked list or anything.
No. Well,
it just-
conceptually it kind of is, yeah. Like in a singular linked list, you can't go backwards.
Yeah, that was my thought, was you... In a linked list you can only really go from one side to the other, but you can't go
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
backwards.
I guess I wasn't paying attention to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes sense. It's just like many to many now. Every bucket will have many of these back pointers. It gets complicated because we won't necessarily be able to fit them all in the alloc key.
Oh yeah. So basically, all this alloc work has actually kind of been necessary for back pointers as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very much so. So if they don't fit in the alloc key, then we just spill over to another B tree.
Oh yeah.
They describe for every bucket, for every like sector range within that bucket, you can look up what the key is that owns that data.
Oh yeah.
So like bucket offset and bucket length fields, that's literally the sector's offset and length
So-
that you wrote to, and that wrote that data to in the bucket.
So that's like, yeah, you start from the bucket and you can work your way back up to the file
Yep.
level, and yeah. So the other way, because the other way, I guess, is that you'd start from the file and you'd work all the way down to the
Mhm.
bucket that it's in.
Yeah, this lets us go from a given place on a disk to the extant and then to the file, and we could even build up a path name.
Yeah, that sounds really good and really useful, especially for debugging some stuff and especially for performance, because
We no
Yeah.
longer have to scan the entire B trees to find a given chunk of data.
yeah, it's O1 instead of OEN or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep. Or O log n, technically.
Oh yeah. I guess login is I guess what you'd have on the B tree, but not as
So-
bad as I was thinking. But yeah.
So the copy GC code, there still is scanning, but it's just scanning over the buckets, not all the extents, because it has
Yeah.
to figure out which bucket has the least amount of data in it. So there's find buckets to copy GC. We're scanning over the alloc B tree, building up a heap, ordered by.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
fragmentation.
I saw that code. What it was doing. I knew it was building up basically a list of things sorted by priority, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then my initial version then took that list of buckets and got us a list of back pointers to move.
Oh yeah.
Here's the code to look up for a given like alloc house position and generation number.
So
We get the back pointers from the Ella key, and then we also scan the back pointers B tree and get those.
Oh yeah. I assume with
But
what is it? I assume copy GC predicate's like almost instant now.
yeah,
Like
the copy
yeah.
GC predicate is going to be deleted.
Oh yeah.
I think it already is. Yeah, it already is in this branch.
Ah, okay. How do
Much more
you how do you move? Because I know you need to call move and then pass a predicate in anyway, don't you? Or is that or is there a
That's
different function you're using?
BCH2 move data is the old one that works by scanning the extents and reflect B trees, and that takes the pred function because else how do you know? So we need a different interface. And my initial one,
Right. So this is you can just you can do it at a lower level, I guess, or something.
I did one that was move back pointers that takes a list of back pointers. Yeah. But that has the race between extents getting like fragmented. And that's really annoying to deal with because we would have to scan like the whole space, the key space that might be pointing into that back pointer.
Yeah, I think I got a sense of what was going on in that function, and it looked pretty slow.
I don't think you've. Oh, this is the new code that I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I mean the old code.
Yeah.
And the new one should be a lot faster.
But the new one, to move a back pointer the racy way without keeping the B tree locked, like an extent can be partially overwritten, or it can be overwritten in the middle. And then you can end up with two extents that point to where before you just had one back pointer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was wondering because now you're doing it just on a bucket by bucket basis. I'm wondering with like with the defrag stuff, it seems like all we have to do is just swap buckets.
The defrag stuff, we will want to do that in natural key order, so by scanning, because after defrag is done, keys that are adjacent should be adjacent on disk.
Yeah, that's all you really need to do is just find
Or maybe it could be like partially back to the base.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because if you've got a really large file, like a video file, all I'm thinking is it's not fragmented within the bucket once you've got GC done, copy GC done. But then all you want to do is make sure the buckets are ordered on disk. And so all you really need to do is move buckets around. But that was if I'm understanding correctly, anyway.
What do you mean by the buckets being ordered on disk, though?
Like if because if you want to get sequential read, like if you've got 1 megabyte buckets, you want to make sure each bucket.
Keep in mind when we do a read, we're reading in natural key order.
So when I say swap buckets, I mean like swap the contents of each bucket. So like you'd want to like have a scratch, the reserve space, right, for like whatever you're doing with content.
Yeah,
you move the data into there, and then you'd move data that's in a bucket that's in the way, and then you'd swap it back in. So all I really mean is that you would be working at the bucket level, and you wouldn't be working at anything smaller, because all you'd have to do is just change what bucket you're pointing to, I guess.
A given bucket can have completely unrelated data in it.
Yeah, well, once you verify that that does have the same data in it, that was my thought. But maybe, yeah. I don't know.
How do you do that? Verify.
Yeah. Actually, once we've so wait, hang on. With this new code, does it mean that the internal bucket, the inside the bucket will be fragmented, like the order will be wrong, or?
It won't change the fragmentation any.
Oh, okay, because I thought that copy GC actually defragged the bucket, but I guess that's not really.
Not really.
It's a different sort of idea of fragmentation. Because when you say when you run
If
FS
your data
usage,
let me explain like the fragmentation problem. Say you've got something
yeah,
like your BitTorrent client writing data out from the same file for the same file, but in random order.
yeah,
Those
I
the
I
data is going to be laid out on disk in the order that it was written, which is not going to correspond to the order that it should be in the file.
yeah, I'm just because I remember like you know how when you run tools with FS usage and it prints out fragmentation there.
Oh,
That
that's bucket fragmentation.
yeah, so I'm trying to understand what the difference between bucket fragmentation is
Uh,
and actual fragmentation.
Bucket fragmentation is so back up. The way the allocator works, the way writes work, we allocate a bucket, and then we write to that bucket sequentially until that bucket is full,
Yeah,
and then we never write to that bucket again until the bucket is no longer has any live data in it.
yeah,
That you could delete the data in that bucket, you could delete some of the data in the bucket, or you can overwrite part of the data in that bucket. Fragmentation is when you end up with a bucket that is only partially full of live data because some of the data in it has been overwritten or deleted.
so so let's say if you got a BitTorrent client and then you're just writing say a megabyte file that fits inside a megabyte bucket. So the order inside the bucket is
The
wrong.
first, the first megabyte, yeah, the order in the bucket will be wrong.
Okay, so the fragmentation listed from FS usage isn't actually fragmentation, but more like fullness,
It's
or is it a
it's a
little bit of
different
both?
different kind of fragmentation.
Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah. It's like a full bucket fullness or something. Yeah, so it's really not the same at all as
They're
defrags.
definitely two
It's
different
yeah.
concepts. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That helps me understand. Okay.
Okay.
So, because I thought there might be like once you've quote unquote defragged with copy GC, you'll have data in order, but it's not actually in order. It's in the right order and not file order. Yeah, seek order. I guess the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll have to be written separately later.
Yeah. Okay. That helps me understand a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Oh, I need to go to the toilet, so I'm just gonna be right
Alright.
back. Yo.
Yo. One second.
I'm basically just like listening to the game music in the background.
Let's see, what else could we talk about?
So yeah, definitely like that. Yeah, that definitely helps me understand what. Yeah, so there's like so I thought it was literally just like, for some reason I thought they were in order, but just not full. That's what I thought fragmentation meant. But yeah. So yeah, copy juice is just trying to keep the buckets full.
Yep. Because if they're not full, too many buckets are partially empty, then we can't write.
Yeah. So like, if the file system's writing to 2 files at once, are you gonna get data from both files, or is it most likely just to be one file?
Yep. We split those to separate buckets.
Okay. Yeah.
The sector allocator keeps multiple write points, and it tries to make sure each process gets its own write point.
Cool. So that would simplify defrag, I guess. And one assumption, yeah.
And one of the things that's really cool about this is that this is what Flash translation layers have to do. Like SSDs have to do this internally because this is how Flash works at the hardware level. You've got erase units, and you can only write two blocks within an erase unit once, and then you have to erase the whole thing.
Yeah.
And there's finally getting to be SSDs that expose just a raw interface that we can use with the file system. So BcacheFS is soon going to be able to take over the stuff that FTL has been doing, except that we're the file system. So we can actually do intelligent things like segregate data from different processes. And we know as soon as stuff gets deleted that bucket is now empty. So we can do a way better job of managing erase units than the FTL.
I am. Did you hear about their Microsoft's direct storage?
No.
It was like touted as a game, like I think the PS5 has it or something. But the idea is that you could pass the hard drive or SSD to the GPU and access it via there using DMA stuff. And it's like a brilliant idea in terms of performance optimization, but it always interested me in how you would interact a file system with a GPU. Especially because there was because of course the problem they got to was that trying to load like stream textured data into the GPU and you had to run through the CPU, and it's just like, well, this is just a waste of CPU cycles. And I think they were using it for AI research and stuff as well, where they could like run huge arrays of NVMe SSDs and load them at gigabytes, like almost at RAM, like GPU RAM speeds.
The starting point for that within the Linux kernel would be there's a file system thing, a thing that file systems can support called DAX, which is for devices that you can mmap or DMA to.
Yeah, I always wonder
And then
like
you can-
at what level you would do it, but from.
Yeah, if a file system supported Dash in Linux, then that would be really straightforward to add.
Mm.
BKFS doesn't do Dash yet. XFS does.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because that would be like something Valve would probably add into Steam at some point, but I don't think it's high on their priority list at the moment. Something we'll have to do it eventually once games get that performance intensive.
How much have you looked at like the B-tree iterator interface?
I think I've seen a little bit of code here and there, like when I can't remember, when I was trying to debug something, I saw the code. I can't remember exactly, because yeah, it looks pretty simple, so in terms of like, I can understand what's going on. You got this function that you can just iterate on. There's the iterator stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I'm really curious actually how that works internally, because it looks kind of crazy and how, like,
It's very crazy internally.
because I was like, that's just like a for loop. It looks like a for loop, but it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's really crazy about it is that you can have iterators to multiple B trees or multiple places within the same B tree. When
Oh, yeah.
an iterator is pointing at a B tree node and it's traversed, that means it's holding a lock,
Yeah.
which means lock ordering becomes a concern, or you can deadlock.
Yeah.
Right? You familiar with like ABA lock ordering issues?
Not really, but though I understand locks, the idea of a lock deadlock.
So say you've got two locks, lock A and B, and thread 1 and 2. Thread 1 takes lock A, and then while it's still holding A, it also takes lock B. Thread 2 takes lock B, and then while it's still holding B, it takes lock A.
Just I think I thought of a situation already when you said there's two locks. I assume when it's like one is like waiting on the other one, but the other one's waiting on the other one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sort of, like I think conceptually I understand pretty easily what happens when you get in deadlock. Two threads are waiting on each other, basically.
So
Through a lock. Yeah.
that's a concern. And with B-tree node locks, they're locks like any other locks. We have to block potentially when we're taking them.
Hmm.
But code using the B-tree iterator interface doesn't have to care about lock ordering
Oh, that's good.
like you do anywhere else in the kernel. One of the magic things in the B-tree iterator code.
I wonder if that always brings up like ideas of like, wonder if Rust has any better systems for avoiding these things.
Uh-huh. Nope. Porting this stuff to Rust to be quite the undertaking. This is the code that checks before we block taking a lock. This is after try lock fails. It checks if it's safe to block or if we deadlock. And if we would deadlock, instead we just issue a transaction restart.
Oh, yeah.
That means that any code that is using more than one iterator at a time may get EINTR when you do like a peak or a peak slot. Like you see that EINTR and move back pointers.
Yeah.
That's the main reason you'll get that.
Okay.
And then you just have to restart your transactional B-tree code from the start.
Oh yeah, so that's pretty typical transaction style.
Yep.
Mm.
So you can take as many locks more or less as you want, use as many iterators as you want. You just have to be able to handle transaction restarts. Transaction restarts are their own headache. Like here, where's the code that I started to write?
Yeah, it reminds me of like one of the things that I heard about Haskell when I first started learning it was that it's really good at handling this sort of thing because of the STM, and they were talking about the STM software
Yeah, well,
transactional.
Haskell is pure functional, which
Yeah,
means transaction restarts are easy.
yeah,
C is not pure functional, so you have to be careful when you're doing stateful things mixed with like B-tree
mm.
things. So where was I starting that code? No.
It makes me wonder if there's like some way to do this with macros. Like, I don't know.
No, this
Probably
is not for macros. So
Mm.
when we're getting the back pointer, when we're processing the back pointers for a bucket one by one, we have to be careful because we might get a transaction restart in between when we start the next handling the next back pointer, because we're going to be dropping locks to like issue and IO also.
Yeah.
And the back pointers in the alloc key might have changed. So we can't just like store an index for where we're at, because if we just stored an index and then a back pointer was deleted in between when we process one back pointer and we go to process the next back pointer, if we just started the next index, that means we would skip one.
Yeah.
So when you're restarting in like in a loop like that, you have to restart based on something that's going to be idempotent. So that's the BP offset pointer. That's the idea there. We remember the offset into the bucket of the back pointer we returned last.
And so you're gonna there's a lot of little bookkeeping, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to get used to thinking a certain way to write code like this.
Mm.
And then I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to handle the case where we switch from processing the back pointers in the alloc key to the B-tree back pointers. But that's just an extension of that. So move back pointers is going to become just evacuate bucket. Just move everything in a bucket. And it'll probably be used by like the code for evacuating data before we remove a device.
Oh yeah. Can think of a bunch of things for that, I guess.
But this is just going
to
call get next back pointer in a loop for a bucket until there's no more back pointers.
Oh yeah.
And then for each back pointer, because we're still holding the B-tree locked when we get the back pointer, we should be able to just look up the key that it points to, and it'll always match exactly, and there'll always be precisely one extent for each back pointer. So I shouldn't be seeing, like I was before, hopefully I won't be seeing that. And also, key doesn't match back pointer.
Oh yeah.
Should we look at your bug now?
Yeah, we could have a look at that. Need to move that off. Maybe I should just quit this mission. Even though I was spent half an hour on that mission and just quit it. It's gonna take me forever. And then start sharing the screen. I swapped my primary and secondary monitors around, so I get a little bit more screen real estate now. Did I? Oh, yeah.
So let's refresh our memory on what exactly we know.
So I'm trying to remember, where were we?
If memory serves,
Yeah, this
after an unmount, show super was showing us the right counters, right?
Show Super was not showing us the right counters. The last counter had a number in it, but it doesn't look right either, and so it looks very much like that, which is, wait, was it? Oh, actually, that's a good question. It's been a little while since. Should have saved some of the logs from that. We definitely know that it's not. It's both. I think it might be both not saving and not loading it properly.
Well, let's recheck. Also, are you using K-test?
Yeah, I got KTS working there. I just rebased it and it looks. Oh, sorry, I just pulled it.
Why didn't you test for this?
Yeah, that was actually what I was thinking of doing. I wonder if I could do.
You could just edit to single device.ktest.
Is that? No. Isn't that a directory? I swear that's a directory. I don't know.
Test bcache of s.
Oh, tests. It's plural.
Yeah. Bcache of s.
And then.
Single device.
Oh, single device. Just add it to that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, just page down.
I need to delete some of these tests.
So, I should
The first two lines from the previous test.
Yeah, I was thinking that. What's what I'm thinking? Just right. I guess just DD some file stuff. I get in the habit of using urandom. I don't know if that really matters, but I know so we're using 0.
OF equals.
Oh yeah. Wonder what the best was let's see. Was it tail? There we go. Someone showed me this and it's a lot nicer than just like copy and paste this. Well, tools won't work. What?
That'll work. Yeah.
Even though the tools is not.
The, there's a hook that installs BcacheFS tools.
Oh, I'm just thinking the version's wrong. It's.
Oh, it's F counters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, field. I think it's L for some reason. Don't know what else to. Probably actually this. And then. Does it? Don't know if I should have a. I noticed these don't actually have any test cases. Oh, actually, does it? I guess it does have a return code or whatever. Should I,
There's error exit is on.
should I care about? I probably shouldn't care about the return codes right now.
Yeah.
I just need to see what the output is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, what do I need to do now? I don't think I need much more. It is. Let's see. Ah, that's what I should put in this. Oh, I need a. No, that's what I need to do. Just realized. Net account equals. I don't know. That's what I need. Mount test block size out file the /null. That will work better. Won't just hang indefinitely until the file system's full.
Mm-hmm. I would have just done block size 4K to make the test run quicker.
Oh. Yeah, bad super block field counters.
Yeah.
Need to up
Just have to update the checkout that because the K-test is using.
So where's that?
It's in a K-test test BcacheFS.
In tests? Hang on.
K-test test BcacheFS. It's the same directory as the single device.ktest.
What? Hang on, that's weird. Ah, whoops. What's the name of the file? Is it this one here? Oh, I see, the tools, right.
Yeah.
So, I guess I need to actually change directory into the...
What I would do is move the BcacheFS tools checkout that you actually use to that directory, just blow this one away, and then put a symlink back to wherever you were using it from.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can I just close that? Okay, good. For some reason I can never remember the order of alien. Yeah, it's like a copy command, so I want do I need a... That should be right? Um, um, Oops, that's not what I want to hit. No, I messed it up. Yeah. I think it's that. Oh, okay, that works. Oh, I see. Have you done any updates to tools recently, or I guess I could just always fetch anyway.
So again, updates to
Tools. Oh yeah, there's a few updates. I don't know if it's actually matters, but
probably not.
how did I do this last time? Check out counters. No, I don't need to rebase it. I just need to run the make to update because you have sources. I think. Ah. Oh, not Linux. There we go. And get double checking all this stuff. Now it should be working. Didn't really need the next fix ups, I don't think, but now I got KT's working. Oh, that looks better. Do you know who's using all the Nix tooling inside of the Bcache, the tools? Because it hasn't been touched in like 6 months. Some of the files, and it's pinned to a really old version of Nixos now. So I wonder if I should just throw it all in the trash. And
I think that was Kayla Fire, maybe.
oh yeah,
Let's use just like git log or git blame to check.
yeah. I think I had a look at some of it, but just maybe I'll have a look again. And I think,
Yeah, Kayla Firestack is doing the flake stuff.
oh yeah, because I noticed it actually pulls the kernel and builds it as well. And I think that might be slightly out of scope of like just the tools itself.
Also, Chris, yeah, go for it if you're actually using it.
Yeah, my thought was just to remove it all, and then someone else they can put it into their own Git repository or something. Might make it easier to maintain as well, because
Oh, actually, the person who started it, Austin Sape, wrote a really good commit message.
oh yeah, I kind of get what's going behind it. I would just like if I was running the project, I wouldn't want it in it. It feels out of like yeah, I guess it's out of scope or something.
It's do git log on default.nix and read that
Hmm.
commit message and tell me what that means to you.
All right, so git log on what?
Default.nix.
Oh, next. Oh, that one's it's me because there's Chris. I think it's more like there's. Oh, so wait, there's a Nix directory, right? And there's all these like kernel pins and stuff. Yeah. Like this one here is. Oh yeah, Calify. There you go. Really? Like, hmm. Some of them use Calify. Okay, there's Austin Set. Oh yeah, see, there you go. Personally, I think it should be in a different repository because it's very explicitly Nix based. I think the only thing we really should want in there is a .default. You probably don't even know what's going on with half of it, but it provides like an overlay and it builds the kernel as well and all sorts of stuff. And I don't think it even works anymore because it's like 6 months old. Some of the files. Did that K-test actually finished?
What did we get?
Waiting for unfinished jobs. That's weird.
A rule to make target.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, maybe I need to clean the directory up. Let's see if that build. It's not my next fix up, is it? Actually, that looks better, I think. Can't tell. Wait, does it build it inside the VM? Or am I just misunderstanding what's going on?
Bcache of us tools, yeah.
Oh, so it builds inside the VM. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because the VM might be a different architecture.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter to Nexus. It'll build it on the host and then put it on the VM even if it's a different architecture.
Does it have foreign architecture support?
Yeah, it's quite good
Nice.
actually. I was looking at it and it's like so much stuff going on. It doesn't just have dependencies, it has like multiple different like ways of defining dependencies based on the system architecture. Okay, what do we got? Oh, wait, hang on. Doesn't look right. Did I? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we need the O direct stuff, right? Okay. Wait, what the? What? Undo. Why did it just disappear? Redo. There we go. Is it I flag equals? Hang on, I'm gonna double check this. I'm so bad at checking man DD. There we go. All right. Okay. So I need. Let's try. Was it direct and then I flag equals direct. I should just resize this. Here. Looks like the file just wasn't directory just wasn't clean, so all I had to do was just clean it out and then it built.
Okay.
Hang on, that's interesting. Oh yeah, that looks like a. Can I just suppress the DD? 'Cause I want to suppress some of these messages. Wait, is it the quiet? Is that the format command that's running even though it's. There's all the stuff.
Did you run ktest or build test kernel in verbose mode? Because it's using run quiet for the format.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's all this is coming from. Must be something to do with verbose mode. Don't know. So there's an interesting thing here I noticed. It looks like it's so. Wait, is it mounting? Wait, is it not erasing the disk? It's a little confusing. This here, notice the numbers like, oh, keeps scrolling. Why does it keep doing that? But these numbers here are like, got extra zeros on the end. Which is hang on, why is it double the number? Huh. Didn't we have someone reporting that it was using twice as much disk space?
Yeah. I doubt it's the same. That's going to be in 512 byte sectors, though. So, no, that's right.
No, I'm converting it. Then, but then we'll come down here later, and it's off by. It's missing zeros.
I thought I recall the print code just printing out the raw value.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's almost like the number itself is getting rounded down.
Yeah, that's.
think it's like move. Let's try. You can see here I'm just adding the... Wait, did I just copy what you're doing? Yeah, I think so. I think that must be correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, the counters are going to be in 512-byte sectors.
It should be in bytes, right?
No, that's what you want. That's 512-byte sectors. It's the same units as everything else internally.
Okay.
Key size, key offset, those fields are in 512-byte sectors. Consider switching them to bytes.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that at least normalizes it to a standard unit.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting how it seems to round it down. That's move, obviously, but I think we have on the IR. No, I don't know. Hang on, we're search project. Oh, it's gonna move. There we go. I mean, those line numbers look fine anyway, so I think. Oh, that's a good point, actually. So that's correct on the other one. Is it correct here? Maybe this.
That's also 512-byte sectors.
Cool, so I got these right.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where I was using it. There's like some examples. I'm surprised I actually got this correct. Oh yeah, it's using it right here. Oh, because you got increment clock using it. I mean, all that code's working because it was working previously. It's just when it saves it and reads it from disk, that's really interesting. No one's watched the video, the YouTube video. Apparently, I just left it going live. Yeah, I wonder what's going on here. Oh, clearly need to look at Super IO. Does that work? Oh, yeah. Oh, you suggested something the other day. What was that? Put. Hmm. Is resource counters are already auto-generated, right? That's. I don't remember implementing that.
Hang on a second. What was your question?
Did we implemented? Did we implement this function?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Okay. Is it? Wait, is this just above? I don't remember. Oh, that's counter
Resize.
names.
Oh no, resize counters. No. That you get
All right.
by X macro magic.
Yeah. That's my thought. It's like that doesn't look like I've written it right. So I think you suggested something for this function, but I. Yeah. Hmm. I wonder why I can't get KGDB working. So okay. No such file or directory. Uh,
I'm getting tired. I don't think I'm gonna stay up too late tonight. I'll try and get to bed at a decent hour.
yeah, fair enough. I'm just looking at
Bugs to
this.
look at in the morning.
Does that directory even exist? Um. Just a, no such file or directory. Interesting. Should I just remove this VM file? Symlink doesn't seem to be working. I'm not sure why.
Remove which file? Oh, that's created whenever you launch a VM.
Okay, because the Symlink doesn't exist. Yeah,
Is it a broken symlink right now?
I think so. Yeah, and if I try
Is
to
Kate just
run that,
running?
it just breaks. Yeah, yeah. I think it's running. Did I? Oh no, it's not. I see. I think I
Run
need.
it in
Is it dash?
hyphen capital I mode. Yeah, you got to put that right after the run though.
That's right. I was just being stupid then, I guess. I don't know if I could. As last night I was looking through Nix packages, and there's a bunch of libraries and stuff they've already set up for writing tests. So like suppressing a lot of message outputs and getting a minimal kernel running. So maybe I could abuse some of that. So that test is run. Still can't find the file. Is it? That URL does look different. CD. No, it's the same one. Is it supposed to delete that symlink once it's finished? Or
Oh, it's a correct symlink there. And your terminal windows are so small.
yeah, and no, it's not rendering properly. Yeah, KDB is just not working. It says no such file or directory. Still,
Are you giving it the same ktest out directory? Let me see your ktest run command line.
oh, do I need to pass some parameters to it? Maybe. I mean, it's right there. So I
If
wonder
you
what's.
passed a parameter for the ktest out directory, then yes. Otherwise, just run it from the same directory.
I think I'm running it from the same directory and it's still failing. Oh, the dash output is probably what I'm looking for, right? This thing here. Just and it still doesn't work. It's working, but it's. Oh, wait, hang on. Can you? So wait, can I pass dash O to the? To it? I guess probably I'll just change this, but. Hang on, okay, just. Okay, that's looking slightly better. But it's still throwing you, I don't know. It's accessing the same, I think it's accessing the same directory. Do I need, oh, maybe, do I need that before the
No,
command or after?
not the built test kernel directory. Also, that's now gone.
Oh, I think the other
I-
command I was using that in it, so.
I moved that to under ktest out.
Okay. Because I think I ran the test
Let
on
me
this.
let me see your ktest run command line.
Yeah, I've got the output
Well,
command here. Might just erase that and see what
That,
happens.
that's supposed to be just ktest out.
Yeah.
Unless you want just ktest out in the same directory.
I'll try that and see if it fixes it.
Yeah. It's gonna rebuild your whole kernel now.
Yeah. I think it might have been why I was a bit lazy. Didn't want to have to rebuild it. So I used the old version, now it's complaining to me. Ah. Kitsuna's having all the problems. Just checking the chat. I definitely need a bigger monitor for this.
Oh my god.
Or a smaller
I'm
font.
gonna get my pointers done.
Back pointers might make it bearable for him.
Yeah, I'll definitely help with some, at least some of what he's saying.
Hmm. I wonder if I can reduce my font sizes a little bit. Have a look at that later. Maybe we can fit some more stuff on screen. Actually, my terminal font's probably larger than my... Still building kernel. Might go grab a drink. Be right back.
Here.
Oh, did it just finish? I'll go grab a drink anyway. Oh, is that the problem?
Found something?
Yeah, I think that might just be a slight typo with your with K-test. Mm. Uh, where does you know that directory we were talking about, the VM one? Where do you define the? I guess it's VM. Maybe I'll just search for it actually.
What are you looking for?
You can if you watch my stream here.
Second. Okay, I'm sitting back down.
I wonder if this is the problem. See here, it's trying to open VM.
Oh yeah.
VM
I
one.
already pushed the patch for that.
Okay. Wait, hang on. Wait, why is it not fixed? Oh, I know what the problem is. Check out. Need to actually check out the latest version, I guess. Oh no, that's one. This. This. Wait. Wait, what? Ah, did I just... Right. Really should probably, double check my kits are all saved before I re-download. Are you sure? This is... Hang on, where's... I'm still in the same error on the master. Did you push the fixes or...
To K-test? I think I did.
Yeah. I'm on CDE.
Oh no, I didn't commit it.
Ah, okay. Don't you love doing that? It's a few times where I've done the same thing.
Okay, it's pushed.
No, I don't want that. Is is tools checked out and wait. Is tools supposed to be part of? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Whoopsies. Kid. I accidentally added tools to the how do I unstage a? Oh, okay, that's right. Get restore dash dash staged. I don't know if that's actually how you do it, but I accidentally added tools to the get repro. Don't worry. Okay, that works. No. Ah, yes, got it working. I got KD GDB delivery. How they working?
Nice. It's supposed to, yeah, do that. Sys request G.
So it's this.
It's supposed to put the kernel in KGDB mode if it wasn't already. It appears I broke that.
Whoop. Oh, I see. You got coffee GC working. That's good.
Yeah.
At least partially working.
It's not uh, checking if we actually successfully evacuated all the buckets right now
Oh yeah.
because I'm just deleting entries from the copy GC heap. I'm gonna have to re-add that check later. And it's burning more CPU than it really should be. But it's not exploding. That's something.
Like 50 megabytes per second is better than some of the speed we're getting before, so.
Yeah.
Though I don't know if that's. I don't know. Don't know what. Like, my one was doing no IO out, so I don't know. Don't know what was causing that, so
Let's see what we can do without
we'll see.
without debugging.
I did, I think. Why not? What does perf give you in terms of.
Perf was saying the CPU is mostly in the beach reiterator debug assertions.
Oh, okay, so it's actually in assertions. Too many assertions.
Never too many assertions.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's quite surprising it's in a lot of sessions. Maybe it must be something. Maybe it's hitting them too often. Those pathways too often. Don't know. Or maybe it's just something we have to accept until the file system's not so fragmented. Don't know.
Look at that. Let's see. File. Upload to files. Turn that back off. And that's with FIO doing all just 4K writes. Tiny random writes.
Kind of lost as to what to do here. I was kind of thinking of just putting a breakpoint on breakpoint in one of those functions, but with KGDB not working, I wonder if I should bother setting up my other VM or is that fix easy enough to do?
Oh, KGDB does still work. It just doesn't tell the kernel to enter the KGB handler if it's not already there. So if you build test kernel SSHN and then run echo G to proc sys request trigger.
Why?
Oh, it's not supposed to do that. You got something going on with your SSH agent forwarding. I have that problem too.
Don't even think I've. Oh, that's weird. I don't. Hang on. Did I? Is it? Probably shouldn't type my password in on screen. On stream. I'm using KeyPassXC. Maybe that's the problem. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I got in. Okay. It's because I restarted and haven't unloaded the keys yet. There we go. So what was the echo something?
Echo space G less than, yeah, into /POC sys RQ tab. No, just SYS RQ.
RQ.
No slash. Delete the slash.
Oh, I see. Right, that thing.
Yep. That's it. Are you familiar with the with alt sys request?
I've seen it here and there, but I haven't done a lot. Server localhost. No.
Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to do. Now you can build as kernel KGB.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that broke is that the build test kernel GDB command is supposed to do that sys request trigger for you.
Oh yeah. Where am I going? Emacs. I don't want it. Super io.c 1185, I guess. Let's see. Hmm. Of course, I can't trigger that breakpoint until later. I guess that's why you would want to put a bug there. I guess I can do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was used to, it wouldn't trigger in the other with just normal GDB, which is probably why. There's some way to reload. I guess I don't need to worry about that actually. Just quit and send it again. Look, someone joined the chat on YouTube. What, need it. Ah, goddamn it. Optimize out. Print. Optimized out too, damn it.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, there's probably some way to turn that stuff off, but
Yeah, it just forces me to revert to printf debugging so much.
Well, no, there's like a hint you can see into the compiler or something to not optimize those out.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Right, I think I'm gonna get to bed soon.
Already. Oh no.
Oh man.
I just saw Katsuna's message.
He's getting hit by everything.
It reminds me of when my system wasn't working.
I can't wait till the back pointer stuff is done and we're past the stupid performance issues and we
Yeah.
can just focus on bugs. I have a feeling that getting copy GC to back pointers done is going to help shake out a lot of bugs in virtual machine stress testing,
Oh
just
yeah.
because it'll be writing that much faster. So I'll look at that link.
Honestly, I'm not even. I'm just feel like I'm just like throwing. Don't even know if this would help debugging this function. Though it probably is this function that's causing issues. Wait, so hang on. Let's see if I can find that message. It runs through. Does it? So, lost my position again. That's so weird because I swear it was working last time. Like until I rebased. Did I? Interesting.
Don't trust your memory too much.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not trusting my memory. The numbers, like the search super worked, and I thought it was the read off the super that was the problem. And now, when I rebased it to the latest version, it seems to be the right. It seems to be writing to it that's the bug. So,
I think that was
so the
what we kind of traced it to.
yeah,
Uh,
because I was I think I was like a good 1,000 commits behind. So I was like, I think I was on uh, version 15 of Linux when it was working. So
I remember the one of the last things I was suggesting to try was using the super to text function
oh,
to
that's
print
right.
out the super block that as we're writing it,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
because it looked like SP counters from CPU was printing the right values, but then the wrong values were ending up on disk. So SP to text is the same thing that show super uses, except call it from the top level write super function.
Doing the one that calls this function.
Just BCH2 write super.
Oh yeah. What's the best way to find that? Oh, it's actually in this file.
Yeah, that function. SB from FS.
Right at the top, maybe.
No, after SB from FS. It was you went past it.
Yeah.
Look, SB from SF at the middle of your screen.
Middle of screen.
Yeah.
Ah.
For each online member, we update that super block.
There.
That's interesting. So that means we're trying to remember how all the fuck. I think that copies the file system superblock to the device superblocks. But there's another thing. Where did the hook that you added from CPU? Show me where it's
Yeah.
getting called.
No. I kept hitting the wrong key. There. That should be up there.
Open that up.
Yeah.
So that might not be what we want. Yeah. That's the problem. What SB from FS is doing, we need to change the naming on this because I got confused. You have the super block for each member device, and then you have a file system super block.
Yep.
That's SB from FS is copying the stuff that we want to copy from the file system super block to the device super blocks. Your SB counters from CPU is copying the counters to the file system super block after the copy super call copies the device super blocks. So that's why the device super blocks aren't getting written.
So if I move it up a few lines, it'll fix it, or is it?
That's the wrong place for it.
Okay.
Move it into write super for now, and we need to figure out a better place for it.
Yes. Actually, hang on. What was it called again? SB from here.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it above here.
Bug on ret. That error handling is wrong, so just bug on ret. Yeah.
I guess I could have just. Yeah. Does it?
Or change SP counters from CPU to return. No, it has to return an error.
Yeah, we implemented an error check on it. Yeah.
Because the resize may fail.
Yeah.
So we'll want to move that resize elsewhere, or just make it like it shouldn't cause everything else to fail if that fails. If we aren't able to write all the counters we want out, that shouldn't be a fatal error.
Could that be what we're heading?
Test that. I bet it'll work.
Yeah, I was wondering. I think it works, but whoops. Let's resize this again. If I save that. Yes. Though I suspect. So I'm wondering, we didn't really do anything with that function other than. Because it was still being called in this here, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So putting it here doesn't really change much.
It does. Because of the location it was getting called from in SB from FS.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Hey, it's working now.
Sweet. All right, I'm getting off here.
Sweet as, and I just got it working. So.
Good night.
Yep. Good night. You got the bugs fixed. That's why I was getting called 4 times. Or more. So is it still getting code? Oh no, it's still getting code twice there. Journal read, restart. Yeah. Oh, I know what to do. Probably should delete these messages. Let's do that. Um just like do this. I can rearrange these, but I don't know. What do I do now? What do I do now? Okay, I think I'm gonna go get food. Right.